Hey, what's up, everyone? And welcome back to Champion PvP series. So, if you've been watching my videos, last week I made it to rank 1 for most of the week. Unfortunately, I was not able to hold on to it. I got almost 6,500 points on normal. That I spent quite a bit of time on that, but unfortunately, I couldn't hold on to number 1. But I was number 2 by 1,000 points, by a lead of 1,000 points, and I'm pretty proud of that. And I was using my Fortress of Solid Cube. If you guys want to check out my previous video, in normal PvP. All right. Okay. So right now we're fighting. Let's see, Arthur, Bon, and Gowther. All right. So now I'm in Elite. All right. Just to give you background, I have not played in Elite like at all since the game Global started. And I really wanted to see if my weird not so meta build could play out well in Elite. And Elite's a little bit different because you need to have, good gear. My gear, I've been working on them a little bit this week, but it's not where I like it to be quite yet. So it is not as free to play as playing normal PvP, right? Here we go. So I got my turn 2 Arthur 3 buff. I'm sitting about 140k combat class unbuffed. I use HP food, just like I do in normal, just to get the extra CC without losing advantage of stats. I don't go straight for CC food anymore. Alright, so my solid cube is holding up pretty well. And I should have an ult following turn. I just gotta make sure I keep Gowther in check. And get a nice level 3, which is fun. Green Merlin does so much damage. Especially in geared PvP. So, right now, I'm a couple fights away from going to champion. This is Master 1. Keep in mind, I just started. So at the beginning of the week, I was in gold for Elite PvP because I was focusing most of my time in normal PvP. Right? It's been interesting. It's definitely different. Even the matchups we will encounter, I'm assuming, quite a lot of Howzers. I'm going to try to play 8 fights in a row today. So stay tuned. I will be making commentaries throughout the whole way. Alright, so you can see that Green Merlin does not have color advantage and you still wreck. Oh, sorry about that. Swipe. Still wrecked the enemy Gowther in one shot. So this is still a very fun build to play, even in Elite, right? I do have Helbram. I've tried Kingbrum builds. I actually don't have as much fun playing the Kingbrum build in Elite PvP. I will definitely be testing it out as I get better gear, and as I work towards Challenger next week, which should be doable as I raise my combat class a little bit. But of course, you guys know Escanor is dropping as well. Alright, so let's deplete those orbs. Easy. So if you have not seen my video, I will be explaining how I take on my fights, how I start them out. Usually the first turn buff is always nice to get, but it doesn't happen, right? It's RNG. But you can still win a lot of the time. Alright, with Arthur's ultimate here. His ultimate is level 3 now, I believe. I should be able to take care of pretty much anyone. Unless they're perfectly geared. So, it's going pretty well so far. Get a perfect cube up. And instant win. Alright. So that's first fight of the day for me. Been slowly working towards getting into champions, and I don't think I'll have any problems since I've been working on my gear a little bit. So, HP food, that's what I go for. Fight number 2, let's go. Let's see who we get. And I will be posting all the lineups I see. Oh, this is an interesting one, but he's severely undergeared. I don't know if that was a mistake on his part. So even if I mess up a couple of orders here. So if I can't get the turn 1 Arthur buff, level 3, I go for a perfect cube. So I can just tank it out until I get the level 3 buff. And I'm also trying to film in landscape mode. I've been getting a lot of comments. Thank you guys for all the suggestions. I am pretty new at this, so it will take time for me to get my editing skills up to par. Alright, so he has a Helbram with Red Slater. And Red Slater is pretty interesting. He should have actually used his deep overpower skill on my Arthur, and he could have prevented me from going to level 3. But it doesn't really matter because his combat class is really low, so I don't know how he made it to Master 1 with this. He probably forgot to gear or something. But yeah, so Red Slater is pretty good against my build. If you use the overpower on my Red Arthur and keep him locked down, and he won't be able to do anything. Alright, so this is going to be a pretty easy fight. Oh yeah, that was a level 2 and he got wiped. Alright, his Gowther is geared at least. Alright, so I should be able to take out King even with my ult. So like I said, Red Slater has overpower as a skill that disables everything but attack skills, right? His uniqueness also decreases all enemies' resistance by the value of the hero's crit chance at the start of battle. So he's pretty good to use in PvP when used correctly. This is an example of how not to use him correctly, as he's getting destroyed here. I don't think this is gonna be a quick fight. Almost dead. So my gear is Awaken fully on the left side. I have not refined all the stats perfectly quite yet, but it's enough, I see, to get through this part of Elite. I'm assuming in Challenger people will be in 160, 170k CC, so I'll have to be doing a lot of upgrading over the next couple weeks. Also, Escanor is coming out, so alright, promotion match, let's go. I believe this could be fight number 3. My win rate was not that great because I was trying to experiment with Helbram. Did not work out too well initially, but also because my gear was much lower at the beginning of this week. But we're going to experiment a little bit with Elite PvP with Fortress of Solid Cube. Alright, so he has, ooh, okay, CC is pretty good. He has a Bond, Arthur, and Gowther, and I have a turn 1 buff. What do you know? Gonna be super easy when you get that turn 1 buff. It makes Bond useless, and Arthur is just so good against Bond. There's no counter for him. Oh, look at that, lucky cards. Oh, yep, this is gonna be a good start. Yeah, so if you have some questions on how to use this build or anything else, feel free to comment. And of course, subscribe. I will be super grateful. I try to be super consistent responding to comments, and I appreciate them quite a bit. Alright, so I'm gonna go for Bond right here. Should hurt quite a bit. I don't know if I can kill him. Oh, I did. There we go. Alright, so I have Gowther's ult. I paired him with King so I can deplete 5 orbs. I usually try to rush it secondary to getting my level 3 buff. So he's gonna lose his ult. That's always fun. Just get a little cube up and slowly chip away at him. Yeah, so one of the reasons I actually lost the rank 1 last week is because Victor, the guy who got rank 1, actually was running a Helbram build, and in normal PvP that actually kills a little bit faster, but I still won at an incredibly high rate at 86%. Next week when I get settled into elite PvP, I'll get my true percentage of win rate. But at the same time, I'll probably be experimenting with Escanor. Alright. So he's gonna go for my Merlin. Okay, the cube took a good amount of damage. Still good, we're still good. So let's focus on Gowther. Build up that ult. He can't really do significant damage to me right now. But Green Merlin, she's so good at controlling the fight. So even if they start with 2 or 3 orbs, you have a pretty good shot at getting your ult first, especially Gowther's, and then you're back in the game. So that's a level 2 buff. Alright, so I'll have to take out Gowther now since he disabled my Merlin. Just get a little buff there, just in case. And I should be able to take him out. Oh, yeah, 145k. So I am running a crit damage item on Arthur. Just because. It's actually gear from my Jericho from back in the day. Well, I still use her in guild fights or knighthood bosses. Alright, there's a little buff but no immunity. He does have full ults, and I'll just have to eat it. I mean, we are ahead right now. Get that cube. I think I'll get the butt first and get extra protection from the cube. So I should be able to tank this, and I'll probably lose Merlin in the process. Alright, what do we got? What do we have here? Yep, so it's definitely going for Merlin. Ooh, yeah, that hurt quite a bit. But my Gowther should survive, and it should be 3-2. Alright, so I'll take out Gowther as originally planned. Just get a buff in there so he doesn't take too much damage. Alright, so Gowther's gone. He's pretty much done. Should forfeit. Sometimes they want to stick it out. Alright, this should be over. Alright. Easy. We got pretty good cards to start, and there's no way they can come back from that normally. So that was fight number 3, I believe. Alright, let's go to fight number 4. So we won 1. Like I said, I'm still pretty new at this elite thing. Started from the bottom, now I'm here. Alright, fight number 4. Ooh, a Galand. Okay. So I should be using Gowther's attack skills first. Yep. Because once I use Invasion Arrow, I'll be petrified. So for me, that's the way I fight Galand. I just still go for the petrify, and what do you know, I got lucky. So it worked out. It worked out. Better to be lucky than good, right? Get the level 3 buff. What you gonna do, man? What am I gonna do? So he has the mark on my Merlin, so I can't target her orbs anywhere else until Galand is out. So I will take out Galand first. That's usually my priority. Did he forget his gear on Galand? He didn't do any damage there. Alright, it seems like this is the theme of Master the Champions here and people forgetting the gear, which works out for me. I'll take out Howzer first, and then Galand. They all died in the same turn, so it doesn't matter. Okay, so Guild Thunder, so it reduces 30% PvP damage. Always nice to have, but it's not going to do much if you regard his gear. Yeah, he saw. What is he doing? Not like I'm complaining. Alright, let's get that Arthur buff up. Should take him out. And it's pretty much over. He should just leave, but they don't always leave. Nothing to talk about here. Just gonna disable him and deplete him. So yeah, what I like about this build is you are pretty tanky with Green Merlin and Arthur. I use Guild Thunder in the sub slot. People have been asking me that. When in doubt, use the cube. Alright, get that ult, and I'll finish him off next turn. Green Merlin does do quite a bit of damage. What's the biggest difference between normal PvP and elite PvP? My Green Merlin now is one of my main DPS on top of Arthur. So this build does work really nicely in elite. And people have been of similar combat class when they remember their gear. Between 140, 150k at this point. I hope it doesn't increase too much. Alright, that was fight number 4. And my first win of my promotion? Or second? Oh yeah, champion. There we go. Road to Champion 1. Here we go. Fight number 5. What do we have here? Oh, there we go. The standard Howzer. Arthur, Gowther, and Howzer. And I have level 3 buff. It's gonna be a piece of cake. What is he gonna do? Alright, that's not gonna do anything. That doesn't do anything either. Alright, how am I gonna build up my damage? I'm gonna take out Gowther first. Then I'll ult Howzer or Arthur, depending on what I feel like. If I feel like the Howzer has good pierce rate, I usually will take Howzer first. Because they all gonna burn through my Green Merlin pretty quickly. Otherwise, yeah. But it's still pretty tanky with level 3 buff. So I'm pretty interested. I mean, Escanor is gonna be able to remove buffs. I don't think you can kill with the ult, so I'll add that for backup. Oh, okay, never mind, I got it. Put the cube up. Now they're facing the fortress of Solid Cube. Wow, those were a lot of go-to cards. That tickles. Alright, so I'll deplete, and I use my level 3. I'll just slowly chip away at him. Bloop. Arrow shot. That's what it's called. I forgot what it was called for a second. Alright, so he'll deplete me, but that's fine. I am still in a advantageous position. Well, that's a cool sword. Maybe I should use that. Yeah, no, my cube's not gonna hold up. It's not a level 3. But I'm still alive, and we're still in this fight. Right, and I can still deplete Arthur, and then kill Gowther. I'm just gonna put up the cube until I get my buff back. Although, best case scenario would be to have the cube and the buff. Alright, so I still have my deplete. And he has the buff before I do. I'm just gonna take him out if I can. Should be okay. Yep. Alright, now I have the ult. We got this in the bag. Alright, so I'll just kill him since he has the ult. Cube up, can't do anything. Try to get the level 3 buff, but it doesn't really matter at this point. So sometimes you don't have the buff, but you can still win. Oh, I do have it now. Goody good. Alright, buddy. I'm gonna put this buff up. You'll probably kill my Merlin, but I'll take you out after that. Deplete. Ooh, fun damage. And now he's dead. Bye now. Bye. Bye. Ooh, 257k. That's definitely one of the highest numbers I've seen that my Arthur did. Alright, so that's 5 wins in a row. So we're doing pretty well with this build in Elite. So if you are frustrated by King Brim builds, use the Fortress of Solid Cube. Like I said earlier, I do have a King Brim build. I don't find it as fun. Alright, fight number 6. Alright, pretty close in combat class. He would have had higher CC if he used any other food, but he used ultimate orbs. So this should be a close fight. Alright, so now we're in champions. And he's champion 4. Nice CC, bro. Pants drunk. And I do run my guild. We are top 5%. Not super serious, but if you want to be part of a fun guild, just hit me up. And we definitely have 2 or 3 slots at the moment of people who are not scoring more than 1,000 points. I would like to be in the top 1%. So that's where we're working towards to. Just let me know. Alright, ooh, he's getting his ults. And I won't be able to stop it, it seems like. The heart of the cards. Oh man. It's gonna be tough. So I'm gonna level 3 cube. And just try to eat it as much as possible. Perfect cube. Alright, so this is my tankiest situation. And if I survive, I will win. Alright, so he didn't even break the cube on the first shot, so we're good. We'll be okay. Yeah, sometimes you just can't get the sphere explosion when you need it. Alright, so we are live. Right now is payback. I'm gonna kill off King. Or actually, let's kill off... Yeah, let's kill off King. Then we'll work on Bond. And we'll keep it up. That should be a good follow. King's down. Bye. And Bond's almost gone too. And I should have another level 3 cube up if I need it, but I'll get the Arthur's buff. Keeps holding up. Oh, that's so satisfying. Alright, we're good. We're good. So this was a pretty close fight. He does have a higher base CC than I do. Get this buff up. Kill him off. Right, things could not be going worse than for him. He can probably deplete me. I'm sure Gowther's cube will hold up pretty well. Let's see what he does. Taking my... oh. Yep, it held up, so... now we take away his orbs. Boom. And should be able to kill off Merlin. Yep. And disable Howzer. Gowther's arrow shot is definitely underrated. Oh, there you go, he's done. In a lot of situations, he will pretty much save you with the arrow shot when they least expect it. Alright, we got 2 more fights. I don't want to make the video too long. Just want to showcase my promotion from Master to Champions. And next week, I'll probably be running Escanor, to be honest. I've been saving for him a little bit. I'll probably get another gem package. And I'll be... because Escanor is going to counter my build with his debuff. And that's no fun. So you counter Escanor with Escanor. But I'll keep running this build until I see that it's not viable anymore. And I'll probably head back to normal PvP so I can really get a clear picture of which hero is better without the gear equation. Because gear is hard to come by, man. Alright, so I don't have level 3 buff yet. It's gonna be a weird situation, but I forced him to use the petrify by throwing the arrow shot. Alright, so he did not extort, which works out well for me. Let's just cube up and get Gowther's ult up. And, ooh, okay, so we will get a level 3 buff. It's gonna extort. And extort. So he uses petrify, so he can do anything. Perfect. So that's the reason why I sequence my attacks like that. It's just to build up an advantageous position and keep him under control. Get another cube up. So now we'll have level 3 buff. Yep, just tanking it. Oh, I take that too. Okay. And I didn't even have my level 3 buff. So let's take out Bond, since I can take out King pretty easily. With him that being low. Right, Bond's gone. And King's gone. Alright. And Steven, he would be down to 1. So it seems like the theme of today is that my build not only counters Helbram, but counters Howzer. Just gonna keep depleting. And work back that level 3 buff. Or I get the cube up. I think I'll... Yeah, I'll get the cube up. It's just fun animation. Alright, so let's see how much damage he's gonna do. Not a lot. The cube ate most of it. And now he's gonna go bye-bye. Peace out, homie. Oh, okay, maybe one more turn. Not gonna make a huge difference. Alright, you get the small buff up, just finish him off. Alright, we are on a roll. 7 fights, 7 wins in a row. Let's do one more. And I'll probably be making a video once we get to Challenger. That will be interesting. I definitely need to get my gear up at that point. Alright, let's go. Final fight of the day. Who are we gonna get? Ooh, a close fight. He's 2k off. He has 2 orbs to start. Not sure what he went with, but I have level 3 buff. There we go. What are you gonna do, friend? Howzer. Can't petrify, can't extort, and if Bond can't use his extort, he does nothing. So I don't really worry about him. I'll focus on disabling King's healing. Ooh, almost got him. Almost got him. He won't be able to heal from that. Alright. I should be able to tank a couple of those. So what I like when they target Arthur is his lifesteal is pretty high. So I can just... Alright, I won't be able to kill him, but I should be able to take out his orb and get a decent HP back. Oh, I did end up killing him. Alright, that works out. Hehe. Hehe. Alright, so with a Bond and a Green Merlin, he's not going to do well against my Arthur. You can keep depleting, but you're not going to kill me. Alright, so let's deplete, disable, and cube. Now we're just gonna slowly eat away his morale. Ooh, look at that. Extort. That should hurt a little bit. Oh, I survived. Okay. Alright, so I'll get my level 3 buff up and get my ult out. Alright. So he should be done. Alright, so thank you for watching. This will be my last fight. Or 8 for 8, 100% win rate, but that's not my actual win rate. We'll find out next week what it is. I can get about 86% in normal. You have any questions, leave a comment. Please subscribe. I really appreciate it, and I appreciate all the comments you guys been leaving. And I'll keep working on videos and new builds in PvP. I also have a couple of Fort Soulgraz video runs coming up. Since I have updated gear, I should be able to run them in under a minute each. Alright guys, please subscribe. Have a good one.